Oh my God, John Cena talks for the first time in front of a ruckus crowd. The crowd was insane. He got his point across. Cody Rhodes come in. They have a communication. Some people on the internet said they protecting Cody from not letting Cena talk to him directly. We'll talk about that in a second, but I am joined with my wonderful co-host for Just a Fan Wrestling, Keeping 99 Reviews. How you doing, Torre?
You already know. Your local neighborhood scumbag here to give the folks their daily dose of dirtbags. Same gimmick, different day, all gas, no breaks, cold hard hot takes, and everything that comes with it. Ready to talk about the verbal masterclass that John Cena put on in good old Brussels, Belgium today.
We're going to talk about what happened in Belgium right after this. Stick right here, like and subscribe. And if you don't, thank you not.
No, you're not. Yeah, no, you're not.
Tor, they thought they was going to leave the podcast.
No, you're not.
By the way, I love this. I love this show. That's the funniest thing Sharp ever did. Well, it's the funniest. That's the most meme-worthy thing.
Aside from calling the hoes.
That's red pill stuff right now. But let's get into this, Raw. Let's get, because I know what everybody want to talk about. John Cena came in, and I was wondering how gonna act, but shout out to the European crowd. They always do their thing to a slew of boos.
Wasn't no love for John Cena in that crowd.
I
mean, there were little smatterings, but
I'm talking about
the people of Belgium were in their bag. No ifs, ands, or buts.
I'm saying they came out with full-on hatred, and they played into the promo so well. It was a little bit of the Cena sucks, but it was mostly Cena sucks. The song came out.
You sold out, yo.
You sold out. John Cena drops the mic, picks it back up. Said, "Nah, I'm gonna talk to y'all today. I ain't doing that thing that we've been doing lately in WWE when people
the mic drop and walk off."
Yeah, that's been a thing lately, so it's a good play that people noticed. But he raises the microphone and says, when someone is properly grounded in life, they shouldn't have to look outside of themselves for approval, which was a little bit lower in the mic. It was a little bit lower because the crowd was real loud.
They were in their bag.
Tor, he stole my gimmick, Tor. I say little inspirational stupid shit.
Yeah. Hey, look. Hey, now I'm really mad. Jacob Fatu got a whole all gas, no brakes t-shirt now, which is crazy.
That's your saying since 2020 on this show.
I've been telling niggas all gas, no brakes. I mean, I'm glad. Look, at least somebody's. If I was gonna have any wrestler steal it, I'd rather it be a wrestler I didn't feel like I could beat in a fight. So good on Jacob Fatu.
But Afro coming, I was wondering what he's gonna say, and then he says, because I was wondering what angle they're gonna go with, and he literally says, "You are making this easy on me. For 25 years, I've been a victim." And I'm like, that's interesting. I did not expect it.
I didn't expect it either, but I didn't hate it at all.
And the way the crowd played into it made it better than any of the heel turns I thought it was going with. I was thinking more corporate. I was thinking maybe some people, I didn't think old Cena was going to come back, but maybe old Cena. Maybe the Cena he talked about in the 20
in that 2012, I thought it was like a.
I thought the interview was in 2020, but it was in 2012.
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna maybe go there. I'm gonna be the opposite of everything I said I was.
But no, he said I'm keeping my shit, nigga. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, he basically was like, look, all I heard is, what do I get? Do I get new music? No, you're not getting a voice that's my voice on. It's my time. Your time is up. My time is now. Do you get new gear? No. My face is on this gear. You don't get.
He's like, y'all niggas decided to fucking dress like me. I didn't dress like you.
And I was like, that's perfect. Because that has been what's on Twitter. That's been on X. That's been on YouTube. How is he gonna look? What's the new look he gonna do? What do I get out of this?
Like, we need to see though, because I saw a picture of John Cena out and about, and the bald spot was gone.
I don't
If
know.
he takes off, but he didn't take off his hat. If he takes off his hat and the bald spot's gone, that's the most heel shit. I fuck with it.
He was like, you get from all the questions we asked on this show and others, what's gonna look like when he turn heel. He literally said, "Ain't nothing gonna be different except my attitude, and you get nothing. You get nothing. You don't deserve anything.
Nada.
You get. I wear the same jorts. I'm wearing the same type of T-shirt. Even though I'm here, it's still gonna be my face when you can't see me." And I'm like, "This is beautiful," because we all was expecting different. Is he gonna be corporate? Is he gonna be this? Is he gonna be that? No. I'm the same exact person with a different attitude. And the crowd played into it the whole
And that's the most heel thing of all. He said, I'm not changing my presentation. I'm not changing nothing but fucking the end. And we don't even know. Look, if he's still hitting the Cena comebacks and shit, that's going to be so amazing.
You get nothing. What if he just do the 5 moves of doom?
Oh.
He does no other move.
If he brings back the lightning punch, bro.
It does no other move. I would love for him to tease other moves too. He's like, I'm finna do a power bomb, which I never do. Nope. 5 moves of doom.
Nope. Power bomb transitions it into the AA.
You get no new move. It would fit this character too. Because his whole thing is like, for 25 years, first I came out, y'all booed me, said I wasn't good enough. I adapted and changed for you people. And for a little bit it worked, and then you booed me again after I won and I won and I won. I won a lot. And I'm like, you did, and I hated you. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I will not lie to you.
I was not a fan of the Super Cena.
Tor brought this up, and I watched the video the other day. John Cena and Randy Orton literally beat the entire roster by themselves.
The whole roster,
yo. They beat the whole roster by themselves.
2 on 20. Tore them niggas up.
John Cena beat 8 elite level wrestlers in Nexus. It was Dolph Ziggler. Who else was it? Dolph Ziggler, Wade Barrett.
Fucking
it was
Husky Harris.
Yes, Bray Wyatt, basically.
Yeah.
It was by the way, it was supposed to be Daniel
Jack
Bryan.
Swagger.
It was supposed to be Daniel Bryan, but he got kicked out for choking a man with a tie.
Yeah, he choked the nigga with the...
Cena did it to
Cody. He did it to Cody.
So Daniel Bryan was supposed to be in the 9 people Cena beat, but he didn't make it because he got fired. Choking a man with a belt, but with a necktie. So, but he was supposed to be.
Poor Justin Roberts, yo.
All of them was good wrestlers too. Jack Swagger, Dolph Ziggler, Wade Barrett.
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt eventually. That's good.
He got there.
I'm like, my goodness, man. That 2 versus 20 was sick work though. That was some nasty work. But we hated it. We called the 5 moves of doom. He got booed a lot when he came out. Don't ever forget the ECW booing. That was epic.
They threw back the T-shirt.
That was legendary.
And you knew whoever decided to keep that T-shirt was going to get packed out by the crowd. So even if you wanted that shit, you had to throw it back. Because if you ain't throw it back, it was going to be a bad night for you in Philly.
Philly is one of those crowds, legit.
They don't call it Philadelphia for no reason.
Listen, our coach will win games, and we will literally try to fight him. Bro, we was like 11-1. And like, fire his. We don't like Nick Sirianni. Fire. We don't back him out. We see him in the street, and then the coach spit on the former player, Zach Ertz. That's how the city get down. And then the crowd like, we like Zach Ertz. You coach. He won a Super Bowl too. So thank God for that. I was trying to get fired every time we potentially lost, but that's the type of city that Philly is. So, but man, overall, Tori, that's basically what it was. But we'll get to when Cody come out, but. The crowd reaction and everything.
Yeah.
Promo, it fit. Every time he'll say something, he'll just play off his words and say, listen to what y'all saying right now.
It's just a reminder of that John Cena on the mic is a force of fucking nature, bro. It does not matter the situation. John Cena is gonna spin that shit. Niggas wondered for a long time whether John would be able to do the heel promo thing. And fucking... he went out there tonight and proved to everyone, well, out here today, if you're in the States, and prove to everyone, yo, it don't matter, heel, babyface, if Cena's got the mic, that shit's on fire.
And I think he was trying to get a point across at the end before we get to when Cody came out, when he said, I announced my retirement, and y'all still ruined that for me too. And I think he was going to hint, but I think he got real loud, so he paused. That y'all cheered Jey Uso when he beat me. Which would have, because they did.
They did. It was so surprising, though. It was such a shock that you couldn't help but cheer.
By the way, if people didn't know Jey Uso, we're gonna talk about it. He's still very much over. He is very much over. But then
he be making them niggas do workouts through the fucking commercial breaks. So could you imagine them niggas just yeeting the whole time?
I've been
crazy arm work.
It's a long time. It's a very long time. Then he throw shoes out for the audience of somebody. He used to have like a pair of sneakers, of Roman Reigns sneakers, or something he'll throw out. That's what he'd be doing in the break. Who yeeting the loudest? They over there, and then you throw it. Shout out to Saturday Night Matter and stuff like that. So,
niggas fighting over shoes is diabolical.
Them Roman Reigns Jordan, nice though. Not gonna lie. Them red Roman Reigns Jordan.
No, because look, you catch one and then you gotta fucking move around and try and pack out the nigga that caught the other one.
You do. And I hate when they try to throw it to both sides. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I want one shoe for? I'm not no fan like that, nigga. I ain't putting your shoe in a box.
Shoe in a pedestal is disgusting.
That's what I'm saying about going on. But John Cena did say the last thing, and then they said, nah, hey, goodbye. And he pointed to the crowd, see? And then he said, now one of you sons of ask me how I feel. All they want to know is what I get. And that was basically, well, that was before, but the crowd starts saying, we want Cody. He points to a kid in the crowd, which I thought was hilarious. He like, not even that kid's innocent. With his shirt on, the kid like,
damn. What'd he say fuck me for?
That's basically what he did. That's been a meme too. Just see the pointing and the kid like. But then Cody Rhodes comes out because he has wrestling has more than one family. Interrupts. The crowd goes wild for him.
The Belgian people went stupid for Codelander. He's getting there, I'm telling you. We're still holding out hopes for Codelander over here.
He says he's willing to hear him out and whatnot and all that jazz. He go through his willing thing. 25 years, I gave you opportunity. John Cena said, listen, kid. And he like, enough. And then
he's like, no, not kid. WWE Undisputed Champion.
Yes. And he said he was excited about the prospect of going back and forth with John Cena, but this ain't John Cena. He don't want whatever this whiny.
He said, if you show up with this, I will run it down, I will put it in the trash, and I will retire it early.
Which, shout out to the promo.
And then he did the smartest thing and dropped the mic and got the fuck out of there.
Do not let John Cena.
Because you did not want listen. And I think that was the smartest fucking move. Don't get me wrong. Cody's not bad on a promo. But like John, I feel like John Cena cooking niggas. If you're not CM Punk, maybe Roman Reigns. Roman's gotten so good. I don't think there's anybody in the WWE that wants to talk with John Cena.
And I think Roman,
especially not right
because his character work.
Yeah, most definitely. And Punk niggas can say what they want about Punk, but that nigga is a master on the mic.
Like when John Cena went against him again, and he was like, it's the same thing every night, the same routine, missionary position. And he could get away with it. It wasn't even like the most impressive promo, but his character just works like that he could just say simple shit, get away.
Yeah.
So shout out to the tribal chief. He just
OTC.
But how did you feel about the overall segment? John Cena leaves. They yell, nah, goodbye as he walks away. And he does the towel thing. He's going to throw it out, but he does it. He walks off, looks around the crowd, say, nah, goodbye. The crowd played their role. Perfect. I'm glad they waited.
The Belgian people were there for it. They knew the assignment. I liked it. I thought it was a really good segment. I mean, Cody did his part. The crowd did their part. Cena carried like he always does, and they kept it moving. It's the best you could do, and it still ate up almost a half hour.
The opening segment was the best part. Everything else was I agree with that.
There were certain bright spots.
It went down. It was such a high.
But you got to remember, as we're approaching, WrestleMania is fucking a month away, little more than a month away. So like, I understand the slowdown on top tier matches in this final stretch. It's going to be a lot more of talking to advance the segments, just because if we're going to be honest, no one wants to risk a fucking crazy injury before WrestleMania.
I ain't gonna lie. While the opening segment was not the main event to make people waiting, I know what he's saying because we asked the same. I promise you, I thought they were gonna debut somebody today. That's why they left it the main event. Afro, we were talking about that in the group chat. Like they got to be main event for that to go last.
Yeah, just for it to work that way. But they didn't, and I don't hate that. Maybe the Euro Tour is not the best place to. I mean, you're gonna get an amazing, but maybe you want to get them more acclimated to the more standard crowd.
Yeah, so it was very interesting. But as Kevin said, it fell off. It was some high points, but the beginning was such a high.
It wasn't horrible. It wasn't anything. It wasn't anything that you're gonna tweet about, but like super regular fucking Monday Night Raw stuff.
It was there. I didn't hate it. Like the SmackDown from a few weeks ago, I absolutely was disgusted by. The AEW Dynamite last week, I was disgusted by. But other than that, other shows.
Man, there was one thing about that. Oh, Tony Storm's promo I enjoyed on, surprisingly enough, on last week's Dynamite.
She the best thing about that show. Everything else is weird. Oh, I like Megan Bain.
Tired.
Too. Megan Bain is.
I don't know, yo. Megan Bain, fucking. I saw clips from the way she did Thunder Rosa. Just not when they no-sold the chair, which is stupid as fuck. If I was Thunder Rosa, I'd have cracked both of them immediately. Oh, you're not going to run?
The way they throw chair shots recently, you shouldn't have no-sold it because they hit like 9 jacks throw a chair.
But I'd have cracked both them bitches. But I wouldn't. Apparently, Megan Bain's getting the push, and she's going to be Tony Storm's next opponent. But we're here to talk about Raw.
Yes. Next up, we had Ludwig Kaiser versus Penta. A really good match, by the way. This is a really good match.
But look, I wished, and I was hoping maybe this was going to be a time for Ludwig Kaiser to like show out, sort of. Freaking, he hit the DVD on the table to open the match. I was like, okay, maybe we're going to get to really see him in his bag. Maybe we get a bit more of fucking. I Am the Table is crazy, fucking, but. The DVD on the announce table was nice, and then it was just sort of a paint by numbers Penta match, which is a good match either way you look at it. It was just, I thought this might be a time for fucking Ludwig Kaiser to stand out just a little more.
Going after
the Intercontinental Championship, even though he made the little slight. He just called it the Continental Championship. A little holdover from AEW lingo. He didn't put the "inner" in front of it.
Hey, listen, Jimmy Uso called the U.S. title the U.S. Tag Team title.
Yeah, but
that wasn't on TV because they edited out. This one edited out Solo saying F word. Like, why you acknowledge it? Just say it again over and what they edited out.
But yeah, it was an okay match. It was solid. Nothing egregious. I just thought maybe this was going to be a time for Ludwig Kaiser to show his moveset a little bit more if they're really trying to establish him as. Because hell, they released his tag team partner, so no going back to Imperium.
Yeah, and then
it was a little underwhelming though.
Because Ray Phoenix is apparently on SmackDown now, so we'll see.
We'll see.
Keep him away from.
Yeah, I understand. You can keep them apart for a little bit, but eventually,
I like keeping away from Rey Mysterio. listen.
But eventually you want the Lucha
draft after
Brothers in your
WrestleMania anyway.
tag. Yeah, but I was about to say, because eventually, regardless of what anyone says, you want the Lucha Brothers in your tag team division. You do. I understand Penta could have a singles run, this or that. That's fine. Same for Ray Phoenix. But what people want to see is them together in the ring. They are the quintessential tag team, in my opinion. Like,
next up, we got the Judgment Day Clubhouse, as they call it, apparently.
yeah.
Dirty Dom says you want Penta.
I didn't look to see if the poster of the demon was still up or not this time. I should have. I'm gonna. I'll go back.
Don't know. Finn Balor's going babyface in a weird way. I don't know how they're gonna fully.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird how they roll it, but
they tried to do it today where he didn't want help at all, but he kind of been asking for help for the last few weeks, so it's weird. But Dominic Mysterio, I said Dominic Mysterio said he want Penta in the Judgment Day as a new add-on. And we also saw him talk to Cross, but we're gonna skip over it, so we just gonna mention it now. But
yeah,
he said he want Penta and Finn Balor.
Well, we didn't see him talk to Cross until the segment before Dakota Kai and fucking.
Yeah, but we ain't gonna talk about this segment at that moment. It's the best to talk about it now. It's best to talk about it now. But Finn Balor as Dominic Mysterio, what is wrong with you? Saying the guy who, if I win the Intercontinental title, so he want to take it from me to join our group, that's not strange to you. And I'm like, he has a point. Then he walks off and calls Dominic.
Dom said, I didn't even know he was going after the title.
But he announced it on TV.
Yeah, but that's why Carlito said, "You don't watch the show, do you?"
You know what I'm saying? He just did it. Like, hey, let's ask Penta to join. He's like, are you stupid? It was kind of
he literally about 5-10 minutes ago said that he was coming after the title that I'm challenging for tonight.
Did he call him a snake in a weird way? Yeah. It's gonna be a weird. But if you start getting Demon Balor Finn and he start winning instead of being Penn Balor, because as heel, he's Penn Balor. So
yeah, Penn Balor's been rough, yo. I hate calling him that. Look, Finn almost single-handedly, amongst others, made wrestling, independent wrestling in general, cool again in the early 2000s. I mean, in the late 2000s. You know what I mean? 2010, 11, 12. Whether niggas want to acknowledge it or not, the creation of the Bullet Club, fucking the resurgence and interest in Ring of Honor and New Japan and all of these other places, that was fucking Finn Balor. That was Prince Devitt. What are we talking about?
Well, shout out to Monterey is here.
Yo.
But I do want to say this before Monterey come on. This is Monterey Hudson. Shout out to Make It Make Sense, the podcast. Also, look for us on Casual Conversations, the YouTube channel. It will be it will be announced on Thursday. Y'all can go to it for Casual Conversations and Make It Make Sense. All the podcast channels, any segment that's related to media or TV shows will be transferred over here in a video format. So this is on Keep It 99, of course. So like and subscribe here because this is reviewing a wrestling show. But Monterey, how do you feel about Damian Priest losing twice since last year at WrestleMania? About the same amount of time, and Finn Balor winning twice.
I mean, it's crazy that you want to pick on my respect and love of Finn Balor and the lack thereof from the WWE booking department. I mean,
the Prince deserves better. There's no arguing there.
Yeah, I mean, and the unfortunate part that it's looking like is that even though they came from both the Judgment Day and they both had different trajectories after they started there, they're gonna end up at the same place if WWE doesn't watch it. Because right now, Damian Priest, as I was telling Zell, in the chat, and of course, you've seen a little bit yourself, but as you've seen in the chat, Dame don't really have a direction he can go. It's gonna make a lot of sense, considering the push of the babyface they've given him. And Finn, has been faded into obscurity, except now at least he has a little bit of hope because it looks like they're trying to get this Dom versus Finn WrestleMania match, which, like I said, it's gonna be a little weird because right now they don't even look like they know how to book Dom to be a respective heel anymore. When you got him, like you just said, I got the guy that, just say you want to go for the Intercontinental title to join. Like, what? Come on now, bro. So I'm saying, like, you're not even booking him to where it's going to make sense for him to be a respectable heel when Finn comes back. But if you just want to make him a jobber, because now it looks like even when you make him betray Finn and, take over Judgment Day, he ain't going to be the leader. So all of the hype that you had for Dom, about 6 months ago when the Liv Morgan stuff was started, all this gonna be gone. I'm not saying it's gone yet, but it's gonna be gone by like post Mania if they keep going like this. Priest is gonna be in obscurity because whether he wins or loses, he doesn't really have a direction. And I firmly think he's just gonna lose against Drew just because Drew needs a win, and Priest don't really need it. And Finn
give him this win and hype up his record. He lost twice in a year.
Bro, I'm sorry. I don't see it just because
I don't see them giving the win to Priest over Drew McIntyre.
I don't see it.
McIntyre beats a former champion who is 90-2.
Bro, I understand that, but let's be fair. There's not really a direction they can take with Priest. So I really don't see, like, Drew has a direction.
There's more upside on Drew in the end if we're just going to be completely honest.
I don't see, like, what you want them to do with Priest afterwards. Get fed to John Cena, who I believe is going to be the new champion. Like, you don't want that to happen. And then even if Cena don't win, they're not going to have Priest go against Cody because that's not going to matter at Backlash. So I'm just, Priest going to be a squabber match for some new champion reign or some Backlash reign, which you don't want that. Drew at least has some sort of run because you can make Drew go against Roman Reigns after this. It makes sense. I'm just like, I don't understand either one. Like, what they're doing.
Roman Reigns is definitely the end game for Drew. Like, I don't think there's any. It probably won't be till SummerSlam or some shit, but I feel like that's like unequivocally the end game for Drew.
Like, you could pull it at Backlash just because you can have Drew be like, "Hey, I fought Jay. I fought Sammy.
He said he was saving Solo for last."
I can take it. Look, I'm gonna be real. Solo don't matter anymore. I ain't gonna hold you. Solo don't matter. Solo finna take this loss to Jay.
But we ain't gonna act like Solo didn't do an amazing job, especially in hindsight, of holding down the bloodline gimmick while Roman was gone.
He didn't. Let's not do that.
He definitely did.
In that beginning, he tried to pretend like he was
at the beginning it was iffy, but like throughout he ended up, because you got to think all the comparisons that were made were amazing. They talk about how Solo actually believed in his bloodline as opposed to how Roman Reigns just let fucking.
Okay, let me calm down. When I say that he didn't, I don't think Solo did a bad job. That's not what I'm saying. But to say that he did like an amazing job, no, he got a lot of credit after they got the bump on him.
At the beginning, it was rough.
He got a lot more credit after the bump on Heyman. And then even though they delayed the match, which I hated that they did this, they delayed the match that should have been at Bad Blood all the way up until the first Raw on Netflix, which was I think it was a bad decision. You could have had the rubber match at that point, but the delay at that much, I think, took away some of the run. So,
but I think that was I understand that to a certain extent though, because if you look at the numbers, it was worth it.
It was more business.
Numerically, it was worth it.
Yeah, it was business. I get it. Just like, to me, I hated that decision, and they had the whole SummerSlam match even before. Like, the fact that you had the SummerSlam War Games match before they even had their first 1v1 was wild. So like I said, overall, I think he did an okay job. I think he did a good job. I'm not saying he did bad. I don't think it was amazing. I think he did a good job, especially after the bump Paul Heyman was willing to take. And it was straight after that.
He did beat Roman Reigns before that, though. We tend to forget
in the tag match. It wasn't even the tag match with Cody, which was weird that they had the tag match with Cody even before then. So it wasn't even the tag match. It was like a random tag match or something. It was some random match. It wasn't like a one-on-one.
Yeah, but I'm saying he got the pin off of him, which is something
to
say, because at that point the number of people who had pinned Roman Reigns in the last 5 years was not a long list.
But to continue from the original point, Drew can ignore Solo. He can ignore Solo if you want him to fight Jacob, because I think that match wouldn't hurt either one, regardless of who won.
But that wouldn't make sense. That wouldn't make sense though. Jacob wasn't a part of the bloodline that was fucking Drew over, and he even acknowledged that. Like Tonga, Loa, and Jacob weren't even a part of that.
It wouldn't be bad if you want to have him squash Solo after Mania and then go up to Roman Reigns at the end. I'm not mad at that. I think that would be fine as well. Just
I do think he deserves a piece of each of them. If we're going to be completely honest, they fucked that nigga over.
If Roman's
times.
the end game, then that you have to go that route. He done fought Jay. You would have to have him fight because Jimmy is on SmackDown, so you have to have him fight Jimmy. He fought Jay already. He fought Sammy.
Well, he
So,
already fought Jimmy. Remember, Jimmy got the roll up on him.
so he might have to do a run back with that. But either way, it's still fine because they're on the same show, and if you just have him finish off the match against Roman, that's fine. But I don't really have too much of a problem with any of those. I hate some of the direction of some of it going. I literally called, that you're gonna have Rhea just sign the contract and force away in the match. So it was pretty obvious they were gonna go that route with me.
Yeah, but that doesn't. I'm glad they're acknowledging that shouldn't work. I'm very glad that even the announcers had to. Well, no, I think it's going to work now because they had the big blow up afterwards. When them bitches, once you start whooping each other's asses in the back like that, you might as well just put her in the match. Fuck whether the contract's signed or not. At that point,
what they're probably going to do, they force the contract thing, and at this point, they're probably just going to make Io and Bianca co-sign it. Be like, hey, go ahead and put her in the match. We both vote for it. We want her in the match. So we can go ahead and squash this and just be done with. I think they're just gonna go that route. Like the contract thing, I figured that was gonna happen because when you have a contract signed, it ain't really many other options or reason why you do a contract sign if you ain't gonna have.
Yeah, but I feel like signing, you can just crash the signing and fight. You don't have to. You don't have to sign the contract and then fucking run away with it like a little kid. That's not
I figured it. I'm like, it's just not many other reasons.
Even Adam Pearce having to
let's get it. We're gonna get to that. Let's skip over a little fast part. We getting ahead. Ivan Nile versus Dakota Kai happened. Dakota Kai won.
This was such a wonky fucking match, though.
Nobody cares. I guess they're trying to build up. I guess they're trying to build up effects on getting Dakota Kai to challenge for that title, and so you're gonna have to just have her beat the person who just challenged for it. I guess to give her a little bit more credit. I guess is what they're going for.
Dakota's so injury prone though, dude. I don't think they actually want to push her even in the mid card title because
she got more
and I love Dakota Kai. Don't get me wrong, but it would be a lie if I sat there and said that she is not the definition of injury prone.
I don't think they're going to have her win. I don't think they're going to have her win. I just think they're going to try to have her be a part of the match so that the champion can have a quality win.
I'm a little bit biased though because I see so much potential in American Made as a whole, yo. The Creed brothers have Steiner vibes to the fucking nine. Only they seem to be not as abusive of the substance. But
I mean, they're basically getting done the same way that
Ivy Nile.
The same way that
there's potential there, yo.
They're getting done the same way I fake Kurt Angle is, unfortunately.
But Dakota Kai wins, gets the win. She's set up for Lyra Valkyrie. So they're giving Lyra something that Mania
it was still a wonky match. I feel like they both could do better than what we saw. I don't know. But I'm gonna blame it on Europe. Maybe they were jet lagged.
They only had like 3 minutes, right?
Yeah, something like. I think it was more like 5.
5. The first 2 minutes was we basically sitting there watching Chad Gable run down, and everybody paid attention to him for the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, but I'm saying I still think it would. I had to go back and look, but either way, I see so much potential in Ivy Nile. There's so much you could do with her to a certain extent.
I told you, I think the women's division. Oh, go ahead.
And I love Dakota Kai. I've loved Dakota Kai since Team Kick. But
Tori, here's the whole match. I can do this in quickly. Now I hit German suplex. Kai counters the suplex, cradle 2 count, pairs with a clothesline drop kick. Now rolls in the corner. Kyle's hit in the face with the boot. Now avoids the boot. She kicks off for the apron. Chad Gable's gonna apron distractor. Now holds up Kai. Vicious slam, hold us down, near fall. Rey Mysterio and everybody hit the Creed fight.
Even the finish was wonky though, because the GTK didn't hit her in the head. In the
corner 1, 2, 3. Tori, that's the whole match. I did that.
Yeah. I mean, I already told you. I gave the Intercontinental and United States Championship 3 to 6 months. I still think
it was like 5 minutes in the end. I'm gonna go back. I gave
that whole championship run 3 to 6 minutes, 3 to 6 months before it was going to be like pointless anyway.
You gotta remember, Lucha Bros came. I mean, LWO came out for like a minute. Everybody walking, looking around.
Yeah,
asked him where your mask at. He argues with Cole. So overall, the match probably a 5 minute, but in ring work they probably only did 3.
But
Like,
I'm saying the whole segment fucking was 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
It was weird. It was gonna be weird. The whole thing was weird. But I mean, it's weird on a title that I don't feel as though it's just gonna be.
I don't know why
I don't feel
they did
the
that
title
though.
just like it. I really don't. I
It
don't feel
was
like the
weird
title's
because they had
Because
a
at
match
this
later
point,
on.
Lyra Valkyria has only faced Dakota Kai and like one other person for this
Yeah.
title.
Ivan now.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, she's literally only faced the two that are fighting to get to it.
Like I said, I feel like they just giving her Dakota Kai so that she can have.
Half of it.
And it sucks because whether people criticize it or not, I like what they're doing with Chelsea and the women's U.S. title.
Well, most
I mean,
of it on NXT, so
It's that
I mean,
old school
it's not even on the main
it's that
show.
old school
Like
campy wrestling that gets over with me.
It's weird because it's not even on the main show that it was intended for. So I don't even have a lot of faith in that one because I'm like, it ain't even on the main show. She don't even have a rivalry right now.
On NXT more than she has on SmackDown.
No, but
She don't even have a rivalry right now, I believe.
She's adding to the secret Hervis though.
She don't need the title for that.
Yo, I do want to see that. Is hilarious to me.
The secret Hervis is fire. It just is.
European people to be.
I was about to say it's just all the foreigners.
It's just
niggas forget Chelsea's from Canada. Chelsea is not American.
And then she's like a president USA chant that she goes off.
Yeah, it
is. It's a little campy comedy.
These are the kind of fun gimmicks that get over all the fucking time, or used to get over all the time.
But I don't know if you can make. Like I said, what you want. I'm like,
no, but the Intercontinental. I feel like ever since the U.S. belt became the spinner belt, there was always more time for comedic wrestling that can be meaningful within the U.S. title picture. The Intercontinental, it's always been that stalwart, stern-faced workhorse championship. You know what I mean?
I feel like both of those women's titles are pointless at this point because I don't feel like they got the right starts, and I just don't feel like they're gonna be sustained right, and they're not being sustained right, and I don't feel like they'll have. I don't think they are.
I think the U.S. title's better than you're giving it credit for.
It's not even being wrestled on the main show.
No, but sometimes it's about this is what we forget. Sometimes it's about the TV that comes from it. It's about the moments that fucking come from it.
Girl that smell like shit for a long time.
It's not even being on the TV of the show it's intended for.
No, you saw the secret Hervis fucking that shit was on SmackDown multiple. That match where we got Alba Fire introduced into the secret Hervis was on SmackDown.
She don't need the title for that.
Why does she only fight Mi Chin, by the way? She literally fights nobody else.
Well, because I haven't figured that out yet. but I'm guessing it's to mirror. It's to mirror the fact that Lyra Valkyria only has Dakota Kai.
So the other one only has Michin, unless she's talking about on NXT in which she wrestles a bunch of different people.
Yeah, Michin be putting in work on NXT though.
Next up, we have the segment we'll just talk about Adam Perry come to the ring. Io Sky and Bianca. Bianca looks amazing, by the way. Shout out to her. Io Sky letting them know again, don't ever disrespect me again. I am the world champion. And nobody disrespects me. The crowd gets into it, which, by the way, shout out to them. It's getting over. People are like, yo, we do respect you. And the crowd yells, you deserve it. Yeah. Because the whole thing
it's the effort that goes in knowing that English isn't her first language. It's the effort that you see that it's going to endear to people that she is making the effort to try. Where if she was a heel, you do the Shinsuke Nakamura shit where they cut the promo straight in Japanese and us at home get subtitles and it's fuck the people in the audience.
I don't mind. I guess I don't mind the short stints with it, because Io Sky is the wonderful wrestler. She gets plenty of respect for it.
Well, I have a hot take. I think the title reign should be shorter going forward. Not everyone has to hold a belt for hundreds of days.
We have had 5 title changes in 3 weeks.
I've said that for years.
Well, no. I'm just saying I wouldn't agree with it like with the Roman Reigns shit, but I'm saying I think Roman and Gunther, they set this precedent of like these outrageous Bianca, but nigga Bianca wasn't no 666 days or 54. Yeah, but that's literally 666 is literally double that. Look, that is literally double that, though. So you see what I'm saying? And Roman is triple that. But I'm saying when not every long reign is going to be a Gunther reign or a Roman Reigns reign. And I think going forward, and I'm not saying like I want like 2-week title reigns to return because we got enough of that in the fucking 90s and early 2000s and it was not good. But whatever happened to a good old 2-month, 3-month title reign, 60 to 90 days, fucking. I'm not against those.
Yo, SmackDown division doing that right now, and it's hot right now. So tag division.
I'm of the mindset like
profits, by the way.
It's wonderful, and I'm glad that Tori has finally joined my mode of thinking. Where I've always been.
It's only because look, that's not me. I still think Roman and Gunther were amazing top tier title runs, and they were extremely long. But
Gunther's,
going forward.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying going forward, unless you got something that is a Gunther or a Roman Reigns level, maybe not a year-long title run.
I'm gonna be fair to you. I'm gonna put Roman in a separate bracket because Roman's reign is special. So I'm not gonna dismiss or talk about that reign. I'm gonna put that in a separate bracket. Gunther's, I think it wasn't really a spot in the last, about 7-8 months where you realistically could have had him drop the belt and get it back, because I think his storyline fights haven't really been up to par.
Gunther's mystique comes from him having the belt, though. That's why literally he spent more time in the WWE since he started as champion than not. We forget he had a fucking 500-day NXT UK title run, fucking a couple 100-day NXT title run into this 600+ day fucking IC title run, and now he's.
Also, I'm not mad at him because like it wasn't really a storyline that I would have felt good him losing it anyway. I don't feel good about him about to drop it to Jay either, but that's a whole other matter. But just I already said going forward. I always said going forward, like these extended title reigns just make things way more predictable. Because if I can go through 2, 3, even 4 pay-per-views, knowing for a fact you're not going to drop it to your opponent, that makes it pointless for me to get invested in your storyline because I know you're not going to drop the belt. And they've done that for a lot of reasons.
I think that's why they're switching it up, though. Because, think, even a couple weeks ago, no one would have saw EO beating Rhea on a Raw for the title. No one would have saw that.
Good because
Rhea has still never beat EO in a match.
Yeah, we had that mindset focused on Bianca and Rhea, but we had our eyes glazed over, which was a good move for them.
But I did mention going into it though that she had never beaten EO before, and they've wrestled multiple times.
But like even to my mindset now, I'm pushing that. These extended reigns aren't good because they make it more problematic. But to me, I'm not gonna really believe them that they're willing to go this route until you do until main title belts fall under that bracket. Now, like you said, do every main title need to be these 2-3 week? No, like you can have some more long ones, some 3 months, 4 months. I'm not mad at those, but everybody that gets the WWE Championship don't need to hold it for a year. Everybody that gets the World Heavyweight Championship don't need
this might be a hot take. When and if Jay beats Gunther at Mania, I don't think Jay needs 200+ days with the title.
God no. We're gonna get to that Jay match a little bit later anyway. But no, like he don't like that needs to be a quick drop. I ain't gonna hold. It needs to be a quick drop. I wouldn't mind it if he dropped it. I'm gonna say Money in the Bank. I'm not gonna do Backlash. Like I'm not gonna do him a Backlash like that. I'm gonna say Money in the Bank. I wouldn't even mind if he dropped it, which would be like 2 to 3 months. I wouldn't mind it, but
60 to 90 days.
Let's give the women's world champion her respect.
I'm gonna give her respect. I'm just throwing it out there. Like even with the women's title and all of them, until you do main championships like that, the women's title is a good touch. Until you do the main 2 belts, I'm not gonna believe that you're willing to go down this route to actually switch up the belts to get other people run time and other people build up and other people title ranks. I'm not gonna believe that. So until I see a Jey Uso drop it in 3 months or a Johnson, which I know
Cody's had it for over. Has Cody had it for over a year yet? I know we're coming.
No, it's gonna be a year. It's gonna be a year, man.
I know we're coming up close on a year.
A little bit before Mania.
WrestleMania will make a year, won't it?
I already said Cody should have dropped it one time to KO and then just got it back in the ladder match, but they didn't want to go that route either.
But
I don't think that might have. I think that them doing that with what they're doing now, it wouldn't have worked right.
But
with
Bianca,
the John Cena stuff. I don't think it would have muddied the waters too much.
but as we get back into this, EO says she want to respect. By the way, this to the point that we was talking about to keep it on subject. I wouldn't mind these three switching the belt back and forth for like a year.
Yeah, I can definitely see
Maybe
that.
add an Oscar in there.
Them trading
Maybe add
it
an
could be.
Oscar for add on maybe a Becky or Bailey to add a fourth in there every once in a while. But them three switching back and forth, that'd be some good TV. 'Cause if you can
I
do
ain't gonna
Sasha
hold
and
you. Them,
Charlotte for a year, you could do.
no, them three could alternate it for
Because
like
we ain't gonna act
from
like
now to.
when Rock and Austin were passing the belt back and forth. That was some good TV.
I think these three, if you
Triple
want to
H
run
and
it up
fucking
until, like, I'm just saying, like, if they were to switch the belt back and forth a couple of times or 2-3 times, and they had the rubber triple threat match to run it back at SummerSlam to squash all of this, that'd be fine. For like, you wouldn't have to do anything else with the women's belt. They could, all three of them could just alternate it and have the rematch of the triple threat at SummerSlam and be fine.
I
Like
wouldn't
that way, you
mind
could.
if you add like Bailey and Becky every once in a while, and then at the end next year get to Rhea versus Bianca.
No, I mean, if you want, no.
I definitely look. I hear that because I feel like Rhea and Bianca deserve Mania. Like it's literally
A
the
main
two best WWE trained fucking female wrestlers of all time, in my opinion. Because you got to think, Rhea didn't have a bunch of time on the Indies. Neither did fucking Bianca. These are legitimate homegrown WWE from NXT talents, and are arguably the 2 and 3 best wrestlers in the world, and they're in a somewhat feud with who I think is the best women's wrestler in the world right now, which is
But I
Io
think your
Sky. You
idea.
can't ask for a better women's picture than that.
No, I mean, you're
Add
right. But
Becky and Bailey later on
no,
too.
you're right. No. One, for right now, you don't need to add them two. Leave them two
No, not
alone.
right now. I'm just talking about later on after SummerSlam or something, just to get it
Yeah,
started.
after SummerSlam, it's fine. But the other thing I was going to say, to your point, you can't have them alternating the belts and not get Rhea versus Bianca at least once. So that's not going to be possible. You can't, because you're going to have 1v1s among the three of them, at least once. So you're going to have Rhea versus Bianca at least one time, between this and now. So it can't be solely a Mania match if you're going to have them swapping the belts over.
No, I just want to be a main event.
But that's if you're gonna do that. We don't know. It would be fun if they did that, but that doesn't mean that's what
Oscar
they're
be
gonna
back soon
do.
too. So.
I don't think so because,
Definitely
and I'm gonna go ahead and give my theory for
And
this. I
we
don't like it.
forget Alexa Bliss is back in the picture too.
SmackDown.
And whether
No.
people oh, she is on SmackDown, isn't she?
No, I'm gonna give my theory for this while we're on this. We're finna probably go to the next thing. I'm gonna give my theory for this. I don't think Bianca's winning at Mania, just flat out, only because they haven't ended off the Jade, getting attacked thing, because they didn't let it allude to that there's somebody else in the picture. So because Bianca's not fully off the hook, I don't see them giving her the belt because I think her and Jade is still an end goal, and if they swing it, Bianca really did attack her. After Naomi or some other stuff like that, or had Naomi keep the secret.
Well, it would have to be like, Bianca set it up because Bianca was in the ring when Jade was attacked. So,
I mean, she might have set it up. They done pulled it before with Triple H made Rikishi run him over, and I did it for you. They did the same thing.
It for The Rock.
And they just pulled the same thing. Naomi was like, Bianca, I did it for you. So like it ain't like you can't have a mastermind behind this bullcrap anyway. But I'm just saying, because Bianca's name isn't cleared and they still got some more stuff coming with Jade and her and all the rest of this mess, I don't feel like they're gonna give Bianca this belt right now. So my honest opinion, even though I think all of this is fire going on between them three right now, I really think Io is just gonna retain, which is gonna be a bit crazy, but I think she retains. That's my prediction.
I don't see nothing wrong with that. Io Shirai is the best women's. She's the best women's wrestler in the world right now.
I think she retains. I think it's gonna be crazy how she retains, but I think she retains.
I think if they do it smart, fucking, it's easy. Bianca and Rhea get too focused on each other. Io shows while she's the smarter one and fucking capitalizes.
Again.
Because I mean, like if they do it to my idea, then Bianca's probably gonna get wrangled into that Jade mess again, which will leave her out for Backlash. And I think at Backlash you can just run the Rhea versus Io Sky run back, because it is a run back. It's just not a WrestleMania one, and you just run that at Backlash.
It would be like a fourth or fifth time run back.
I mean, they don't care. Like, cause I mean, you
No.
having them fighting a triple threat, they wouldn't care. I mean, it would be a good
Yeah,
match anyway.
but that also contributes to the story that Rhea has never beat Io.
Yeah. So I think they might do that, or they just gonna run the triple threat back. And I don't want them to run that triple threat back immediately, because that's just gonna automatically let me know that Io's gonna probably drop it again. I don't want that to happen. Like, not like that. So I feel like they might just run the Rhea Io run back at Backlash and have Bianca get dragged into this Jade mess. However they choose to let this go out, whether it's Bianca a mastermind or some other random woman, which I ain't been able to put my finger on who I really think they will pull this other than her. So I don't really know yet.
But Bianca said she does respect. She gonna give her a pass, but she ever do it again, she gonna learn why she called the EST of WWE, and will be the new world champion. Belair signs the contract, is official. This is my brutality comes out. She steals the belt in a weird way. I don't.
I told you she was gonna do it. Oh man, that was funny.
So weird.
She steals the contract.
Yeah, she steals the contract. I mean, and then Pierce like, "What are you doing? Why are you out here?" And she runs off with the belt in the back.
I'm just glad everyone acknowledged that is not how this works.
You said that it's official. It's official. I got my name on it. Put me in the match. I was like,
I've seen this happen before.
I was like, what is this bitch doing? I love Rhea to death. What the fuck are you
Where
doing?
did you sign your name? Where did you sign your name at? Bianca signed it.
I was going to say, did you sign it under Io's name? Because you know the names are already printed on the contracts. They're just waiting
she
for
crossed somebody's
signatures.
name out and put her name on it.
Yo, that's crazy. She just scribbles out Io's name, and then there's no title on the line. Then,
I'm like,
yo, that would be hilarious if she just signed her way into a just regular ass match with fucking.
And I'm gonna
Bianca Belair Mania.
Jay White,
I mean,
page thing the same way. Jay White,
they've done that before.
His name is printed on it. You cannot just sign it.
I mean, no, they've done that before. I can't remember whose storyline, but they've done it before. With somebody signed their name on a contract and they let it go by. I can't remember who.
Well, I guarantee you, I didn't like it then either.
John Cena took Baron Corbin's. That would happen. John Cena did his Super Cena thing with Diesel to the beginning. He took Baron Corbin's championship spot.
Oh,
like it happened before. I couldn't remember.
Why John Cena signing his name on Baron? His name is printed there. You cannot just sign under the printed name of somebody else.
Apparently, you can.
I thought that was over.
Look, somebody. Well, we know how fucking Vince was treating the paralegals. So
maybe they didn't care.
Those contracts could have been iffy to begin with.
They probably were paralegals. They probably was some just random woman they had. But
I was going to say.
Next up, we have Jey Uso, who's fired up.
Bitch said, I studied marketing. Well,
bro, I've been waiting on this. Bro, let's just go ahead and keep it been. Ain't nobody got to talk about no match reset, because there was no match. This was some bull crap. This is what I'm talking about. I'm finna this is going to be my rant today. This is going to be my rant. I done told y'all this Jey Uso and freaking Gunther stuff is finna get old because they do the same thing. This time was just pathetic. They have Austin Theory just get cross-bodied into a freaking win. And then after that, they do the same dive out the ring, except Jay botched it. And so he botched it, which I'm glad he's not hurt. But he botched the dive out the ring, and he just went and just recovered and then got almost put to sleep again and then grabbed the belt. Like, come on now, bro. This was literally 5 minutes of a waste. They didn't do no match with this. They just came out there so Jey Uso could do the whole little geek thing. Then afterwards, this is pointless.
It'd be under the crowd.
But this goes into what I'm saying. You don't, when we're this close to Mania, you're not going to be putting people in stupid, crazy matches because you don't want to risk an injury.
I'm gonna say this. I didn't mind it. The spear wasn't a spear, dog. Like it looked like a crossbody. It was a horrible looking spear. And you should have.
Yeah, it was a crossbody, bro. It wasn't no spear.
It was intended to be a spear.
Yeah, I know.
He tried to do like what Bobby Lashley does, where they spear and hit the flip too.
Yeah. But like when I tell y'all that I told y'all that man sucks. I told you that man is not entertaining to watch wrestling wise. Lo and behold, this right here is going to be something that's going to be used against him for a while.
I don't think it will. I don't think it will though.
They just
I was about to say he's so. I think that it literally it was what it was supposed to be. Low key.
It did what it was supposed to be. It was just ugly and didn't do it right.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think it may not have been executed well, but I think it was supposed to be a simple ingenuity squash.
Yeah,
for me, you could have did this without a match. You could have had Jay get jumped by Austin Theory or A-Town down. Could have got jumped by them two backstage, come out to the ring, have him kick both of them out, and then have Gunther jump him and he do the same. You could have did the same thing.
No, you need the entrance.
He did it afterwards. It didn't matter.
No, they need it before.
No, they could have eaten it afterwards.
Mate, this is the thing he wanted to do. They wanted to go out there. He like, I'm getting my confidence back because I could beat you, Gunther. Go out there and squash Theory. Do that little thing he did where you're like, yeah, I'm him because I just squashed this former.
He could, but the same thing could have happened if he got jumped backstage, squashed both of them.
It ain't official.
No, but you need. I was about to say you need the match for it to translate to his in-ring confidence.
I feel what y'all saying, but this wasn't a match. He didn't do anything in the match. He literally got the ugliest spear in God's green earth. Did that, and the match. There was no match here. That was almost as bad as.
Well, I mean, it's the classic ingenuity squash. You hit him.
No. I feel what y'all saying.
Keep it moving.
I feel what y'all saying. A good squash. This is almost as bad as Goldberg squashing Brock Lesnar in 13 seconds. Like, that was the squash they were going for. This was not it. This was just ugly to watch. This was just ass.
But not every squash is going to be like fucking when The Undertaker squashed John Cena at WrestleMania. You know what I mean? Like, that's one of the best squashes. But that was what was needed at that point in time. Not every squash match is going to be Taker Cena though.
I feel you. I just really wish
ungrateful.
If you're gonna do a squash match, like do more than one move. Like, it was ugly, but I'm like, you could.
But you got to think where Jay isn't like this physical powerhouse specimen. They want to do the ingenuity, like he's the cheeky, he used his brain type dealio.
No, I know they don't want to do that, but so they went the whole power route by wanting to have him, quote unquote, dominate Austin Theory in a few seconds. So they went the power route anyway. It just executed very horribly.
He rolled into the pin though.
The best looking.
Oh my god!
No, it was an awkward spear.
It was bad, bro. It was just bad. The whole thing was bad. It was bad.
Same thing and made him flip. It would have looked perfect and everybody would have cared. But
yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
Next up, we had this match, which I didn't know why they had because they ran out already. They've been on our TV when the Creed brothers came out versus the LWO. I don't need to talk about this match. Creed brothers do an impressive, like the Hurricane Brutus took from.
Yeah, we can get through this one because I still got to do GM mode after this.
But it essentially ended up with the LWO winning. Chad Gable came out as American, what's his name, and they did the little gimmick thing where
we haven't gave him a name yet.
It's basically American Incognito. It wasn't nothing to this match. Seth Rollins come out, addresses came out just to sing his song and tell everybody he's coming on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they delayed. They just gonna wait for Reigns to come out that again.
Promo.
I don't even know what this promo was for, but he was like, "Yo, I'm going to thank you for thinking my song."
He was the only Raw. Well, no, CM Punk. Damn, I forgot. CM Punk and Roman Reigns are both on Raw too.
That could have just been a backstage interview, but whatever.
Punk is going to SmackDown because Roman Reigns is on SmackDown.
Could have just been a backstage interview, but whatever.
I thought Roman was on Raw from the Netflix deal.
Roman Reigns is on SmackDown.
No, he's been on SmackDown.
Well, I know that, but I thought they changed him over for. I'm pretty sure.
No, he just had the match with Solo. That's it. It's the only match I think he's been on Raw. Better fit.
If I remember right, yes, it's the only match he's had this year.
I'm gonna go look at, but I think he's on the roster page for Raw.
I've never seen him on. He don't.
He shouldn't be, but who knows? He shouldn't be.
Who knows? But we're getting through this anyways. They're gonna be on SmackDown.
Yeah, because CM Punk, like, he's a SmackDown superstar. I'm a Raw superstar, but since he's gonna be there this week, I'm gonna be there. And Seth Rollins came out like, they ain't here today, so I ain't got nothing to talk about.
Should have been a backstage interview, but whatever.
So he comes out.
Yeah, but you want the whoa shot from the crowd though.
And then of course he says all their names and the crowd yells for all three of them like insanely because they all
three baby. I was gonna say all three of them are stupid over.
I'm not mad at the promo, but because he didn't have nothing to work with. So
Yeah, just
he was literally the
time
lone
waster.
man. So.
yeah.
Time waster.
So he just hyped everybody to come to SmackDown, which I'm looking forward to, by the way. So that's it. Had a few backstage segments with AJ Styles. They're doing the Karrion Kross thing with Logan Paul. AJ Styles is not completely mad at Karrion Kross doing the stuff. I don't know what's going on there. We see Braun Breaker come out. Then we get the Finn Balor versus Braun Breaker. Of course, Finn Balor gets pinned. 1, 2, 3.
Cold game, yo. Judgment
Dom
Day
tries
attempts
to help.
help.
Like, I don't want you out here. I can do this myself. Doing the face turn thing they usually do with heels now. I can do this by myself. I don't need help. Y'all will ruin it for me. And then Dom hits the rope. Actually, successfully gets Braun, but he hits the rope while Finn's on top of the rope, which causes him to also.
I actually like that spot though.
I like the spot too. It was just paint by the number WWE heel face turn thing going on. It's a.
But I'm talking about the spot in general. It was executed super well.
He effectively helped, but at the same time, he wasn't paying attention to Finn on the rope, which led him to be
good old double-edged sword at play.
Yeah. So he could always say I didn't do it on purpose because I did distract what I wanted to do, but I didn't know he was. But he did know he was up there. He just unaware apparently, as he don't know what. And the show ends
trying to heal.
Yeah, and the show ends, of course, with Finn Balor losing. And Penta and Braun face to face as Penta does his cool oral form and walk off.
Well, that's because you gotta remember the Judgment Day jumped Braun, and then Penta came in to make the save, which sort of ixnays the idea of him joining the Judgment Day. I think.
It was ixnay from the beginning. They just made Dom look stupid because whoever wrote that story idea just messed it up.
I was gonna say him saying him mentioning Penta, and now Penta blatantly making for Braun Breaker, who they have no interaction prior to this. This nigga's literally making the save for a stranger. So I don't know.
Yeah, like that's also weird.
I don't know if he was ever really contemplating joining the Judgment Day. If he's ready to make the run in for somebody he doesn't know,
he never was. As soon as
his son Jim will oral form.
As soon as Finn made that point, like, bro, he's just going after the belt. Why would he join us? It just literally made no sense. And they ain't paying Dom as a good leader.
We'll get evil Penta. There has not been a Penta run where he didn't go Penta Obscuro at some point. Well, it'll happen in the WWE eventually, just not this early.
I guess this is just their way of telling us that this is going to be the Mania match. Probably it's going to be Penta and Breaker, and it's just going to go on from there. Probably. Although how they gonna build it up for 4 weeks, I have no idea.
Well, you got to remember, where Mania is 2 days now. There's a lot more space for stuff. So
I feel like they're giving us the extra matches now. Like they're gonna round out the matches now. We're gonna see the Penta and Breaker because Breaker really hasn't done much story wise in a number of months. So I guess now they're finally finna try to build up a something between him and Penta, which is a bit weird because
but if they do that, who's the babyface? Who's the heel? Because
Breaker's always been like a heel type of person.
No,
anyway.
Listen, you hear them niggas barking, bruh. They would not be barking if he was a heel.
No, it don't mean he's not it's just he always feels more like a heel.
But you're not a heel if you're not getting booed, in my opinion. You are not a heel if they're not booing you.
Heels and faces. They never gave. He doesn't diss the crowd. He doesn't do the crowd.
Look, I'll give you Tweener because he's got the Tweener vibes.
He spared heels and faces. He faces heels and faces. He's the only person that does that, by the way. So
like I think they're just gonna let. Like I don't really put a lot of stock into this quote unquote rivalry they're about to have. Not right now, at least. So I think they just gonna here's just a match that's gonna be good at Mania. How we get there is really not gonna matter as much. Because I don't really see them
form Monte on this man the whole time. He gonna get mad.
I don't feel like. And this is bad. This is bad to say.
I think it'll be a good match, though. I think
it's gonna be a good match. But unfortunately, my mindset right now, because of the lack of story and really effort they put into it, I really don't care who wins, and that's bad to say. But I don't care which one they'll take it.
And we were talking about this earlier. The end game with Penta is not a singles run, especially not if you signed Rey Fenix. The end game with Penta is and will always be the Lucha Bros in your tag team division.
Well, I mean, for that, how long do you think it's gonna take for them to swing one into the other show?
Well, I don't know. They've already signed they've already signed Ray.
But he's on another show, so you got to swing one to the other show.
He hasn't debuted anywhere yet.
No, he's on SmackDown. They ain't gonna show the vignette on SmackDown and not on Raw, and then he's.
But he's on SmackDown.
They didn't show his.
So, like, how long will it be before you swing one to the other show? Is what I'm saying.
Well, not on this show at all.
The draft is literally right after Mania, and Mania is a month away.
They need to stop doing
the draft. The draft is right after WrestleMania.
They need to stop doing it.
After Mania, it just you need.
I pray. No, I sincerely pray there's not a draft. They need to stop that.
3 drafts in a year.
The draft is every year after. Look, we've
the
all
draft
said get rid of the draft. Get rid of the brand split altogether. I've been saying abolish the brand split fucking on the internet for almost 5 years.
No,
now.
I don't mind
to say.
They do it for the companies and stuff like that.
I know they do it for the money because you can license. you have amazing properties that you want to license to different. Yeah, I get it, but I still think it's so dumb, and you're just gonna let whoever go on whatever show anyway.
Roman Reigns.
I'm not against getting rid of the brand split as long as you keep the belts somewhat separate. I'm not mad at that.
You can still keep the belts separate.
As long as they do that, I don't mind.
Though.
But my mindset, the draft has been a bad idea ever since 06, 07, or whatever, when the last time they drafted John Cena and Batista. Ever since then, the draft has always just been mostly bad. And the last iteration of the draft last year was probably one of the worst iterations, when immediately afterward you are showing why the draft is a bad idea. People crossing over the shows, challenging for belts willy-nilly for no purpose, no storyline build-up, no trades, people coming over whenever the heck they want and just saying, I decided to pull them up. It's just stupid. The draft has always been bad for the last 10 years at least. And they need to stop doing it. They need to stop with the draft.
They're not going to do it because Netflix going to want exclusive.
We got to wrap this up, though.
We're going to let Tori get out here. We're going to get Monte's thoughts on the opening because Tori has another show to go to.
Yeah.
Have at it.
So Friday night year, Tori, let them know where they can find you. Monte going to give his thoughts on the opening segment because he wasn't here for it.
Of course, you can find me at Afro Comedy 765 on all platforms. Of course, you can catch me Wednesdays on the Blurred Cartels Roundtable, Thursdays on Keep It 99. Now on Casual Conversations, the YouTube channel for Casual Conversations. Go like, comment, and subscribe. And then Fridays, you can catch me on Friday Night You're Talking Wrestling with the amazing Spider Cam, as well as apparently Sundays and Mondays for the Friday Night Your GM mode, where I'm currently in last place, but we finna sabotage niggas. You know the vibe. Something flagrant, something inflammatory.
I would be in last place, but Tori finna get out of here. Monte gonna give his
last place, but I win in the end, yo.
You wanna respond to my guy Kevin before you get out? If your thoughts.
Well, listen, the draft has never really mattered because at the end of the day, if they want to let somebody fucking hop over, there's going to be a window or there's going to be some storyline reason for who. It's just I feel like the draft now is just a big dog and pony show that they can try and get extra fucking sponsors in because niggas are going to be watching the draft to see who's going to go where, even though it doesn't really matter in the end. It's all a big spectacle.
And for y'all that don't know, the Casual Conversations, the official over on 99 Entertainment podcast channel, will Make It Make Sense and Casual Conversations. I just put it in the chat, so go subscribe to it if you want to see it.
Go sub up.
But Mon Ray's up is you. Opening segment, we did not give you a chance to talk about it. How did you feel about the Cody Rhodes John Cena opening segment?
I mean, I'm all for heel Cena. As one of the people that was able to call it and hope for it and it came to fruition, I am all for heel Cena. Y'all don't deserve him. Y'all don't deserve his greatness. Y'all have been unfair to him for the better part of 25 years. Y'all haven't done what you needed to do to support a great man and a great champion. So now he's doing for himself. He's doing for him. He said, y'all want this new intro? You don't deserve no new intro. It's for me. That's my voice on there. That's what I'm saying on there. So I'm doing what I want to. And I'm telling you, John Cena's mug, like his face and expressions go so well with being a heel right now. It's like he's putting it out there like, I'm a man. I'm a human. I've been fighting. I'm tired. I'm tired of doing everything like a puppet and just putting on faces and putting on smiles. No, it's time for me. It's my time. It's my last year. I'm doing what I want to do. Forget all of y'all. I don't care what you got to say. And I don't think we've seen crowd chants this ugly. And when I say ugly, like in a good way, so but like this ugly since like you suck angle. It's been a while since these chants have been, or since like let's go Cena sucks back in the CM Punk beef days and the ECW chants. Like it ain't been this rowdy and different kind of chants and stuff for like a person in a long time. So when I tell you like this heel run, because I've come to terms, I genuinely think they're gonna give him the number 17 at Mania. It's just gonna be in a heel way and it's gonna be crazy. Like I think this might be a really, really, I ain't gonna say legendary or nothing quite yet until I see what they're gonna do after Mania. But I think they're gonna give him the better Mania. And I really think this is just gonna be a really, really good heel run. And if they give him like the right faction around him, because I generally think he's gonna get a faction. I think he'll get like, a couple of people to help him fight throughout the weeks because Cena's not gonna do that. They give this man a faction, bro. I'm just saying, the boy might go down as the GOAT. Like it's already arguments of Cena being the GOAT now. He legit might be the GOAT if he pulls out one of the best babyface runs and one of the best heel runs we've ever seen. Your boy might do it. It might just be unanimous. But either way, the segment was really good. Cena ain't even go into him like he could have, because you're gonna have like a promo battle with Cena. It's gonna get ugly. So he ain't even had that with him. This was just, I'm coming out and telling my reasons. And Cody just came out like, bro, you a shell of your former self, which is good to Cody to say. Cody, simple, straight to the point, not a lot. You a shell of yourself, bro. And if this who you bring in Mania, you're going to leave a broken man. I'm cool with it. It was fire. It was the best part of the show because after that, everything else in the show mostly went downhill. So, or just not as good as that first 20, 25 minutes. That's my spiel.
It is how we felt too. Great promo. Good. They basically didn't let. They did a good thing too by not letting Cody go back and forth with him yet.
Now's not the time for that. Now's not the time. I think if you're gonna have him go back and forth, it need to be like, we got 30 something days, 33 days, or whatever till Mania. So that's at least 4 weeks. Now's not the time for him to go on the job.
They will come back next Monday, so they will be here.
Yeah, I think he's due for the next 2 weeks at least. So you can have him go jobbing with Cena, week 3, something like that, a little later or whatever. But you got to actually have him do something. Also, I don't know if they're going to do this. They need to. Cena needs to match on Raw. I don't care who he fights. He needs a match on Raw just to pull and bring out more of the heel persona. It can be a squabble match. It can be a rubber match. It can be a match against somebody that he's cool with or was cool with or somebody that's cool with Cody. No, I'm just saying like a match to, yeah, like, I mean, you might be like, you don't deserve a match or whatever case may be. I'm cool with that too, but I would like a match just to show off the heel persona. But they may just save that for Mania. Who knows? But just because they're not doing a lot of the stuff that I would hope they would do, at least not yet. Like, I figured they'll do like an interview with Cena, like, an interview that they can use to go viral for the next 3 weeks and just show it before every episode of Raw and SmackDown. Like just an interview with Cena, real simple, like I thought they would do. Instead, they had Cody come out and do these okay to mid promos for the last 2 weeks. That's what I'm saying. Like, just do something to keep the stuff going. I'm pretty sure Cena's not gonna always just come out here and talk for 20 minutes. I'm pretty sure it's not the only thing he's gonna do. So, I feel like they need to do something. If you're not gonna have him wrestle a match, I don't want him to wrestle a lot, man, just a match, just so he can like show the different persona of heel Cena fighting versus that guy Cena. Because the second he put up his hand for the 5-knuckle shuffle, he's gonna get booed out the world. So I'm just like, you can get a feel for how that's gonna go now by just doing like a match. It can be a rubber match. It can be just a beatdown match where like you could schedule him for a match and Cena don't even do the match. He brings out the Rolex and just beats the heck out of him, gets disqualified, and be like, bro, I ain't finna wrestle for y'all. I do what I want now. Like, it could be something like that. Just, I feel like they need to do something over the next 30 days other than just have Cena come out and talk. What that would be, I don't know.
each one of you, even that little kid, they're a toxic, dysfunctional relationship. And you made me the butt of the invisible joke for 15 years, and you still think it's funny. It's not funny. And the kid looks like, what?
This man out here breaking hearts, bro. It is beautiful. It's beautiful. Now he gonna rescue their hearts and everything, but it's beautiful. It's freaking beautiful, bro. I'm telling you, it's gonna be something to see, bro. If they do this right, I pray they do this right. It's gonna be a beautiful 4 weeks every time Cena come out. You can be like, bro, this man is trending everywhere. It's gonna be beautiful.
But he did, like I said, he said the stuff he didn't like, the consistent the jokes and stuff. He used all that. So, and somebody said, it felt like he had that pent up for 15 years. So it was that good.
Beautiful.
But
beautiful.
As y'all
That's all
know,
I got.
Tomorrow, Daredevil review, episode 4. Episode 3 ended off with a crazy ending. So I'm looking forward to going over that. I will get out a Power review. I will get out an Invincible review. I will try to get a Wheels of Time review if I can get through the season fast enough. But we'll see how fast I can get through all these shows. So they will be there. Paul George, podcast counsel, he ruled out for the rest of the season for my 76ers. I don't know why
Boy.
Why does he even exist? See, I knew. Listen, my team I always pick the people I've been going hard at. Listen, I went at Doc. They got Doc as a coach. I went at Paul George to the point he came on the podcast, tried to diss me and Wes. They picked him up. I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? I keep telling y'all don't pick these people. Y'all keep doing it. What's wrong with you? Monday, you was here. I was saying get Mike D'Antoni to please don't pick Doc Rivers. Get Mike D'Antoni so Ben Simmons can play better. And they did the exact opposite. And Ben Simmons
star power, man. It's all about the star power.
Ben Simmons went to trash after that.
Star power.
And I'm like, I knew this was going to happen. But I appreciate y'all. Monte, where can they find you?
You know, it's your boy Monray Hudson. Everywhere it says Monray Hudson. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, as it still exists. And of course on YouTube on Make It Make Sense, the podcast. Here every Saturday. Definitely just released last Saturday's live talking about the track meet gone bad. And, you know, of course, other little things and social situations, you know, drop by, like, comment, subscribe, see what the crew had to say regarding the situation. It's a crazy show, and we will be here. Thank you all. Go heal Cena. Y'all ain't worthy. Y'all don't deserve him.
Hit that like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Y'all see it. The youtube.com/@overall99ENT. That is the podcast page. It's casual conversation -overall99ENT. I didn't get a chance to put the overall 99ENT. It will be there later this month. I mean next month because I ain't gonna be able to do it this month. So in April it will be there. But go follow that. You see it. My boy Jason Whitlock will be disappointed if you don't.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm sorry about scaring you, my bad. But like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that. We are out. I appreciate y'all for watching and being here on the regular wrestling show. If y'all really like these, I can do them more often, but I don't want to put too many shows on people because we do got a lot coming up. But Magazine Dreams is out, and apparently right before it come out, a report came out by Rolling Stone today. So it's always weird how that happens, right? But we out. Peace.